Okay, this will be quick. So let's see. I might sound a little bit quiet because I'm trying not to make too much noise. So I might be a little quiet, but when it comes to buying PGC, you gotta be careful. Wait, hold on. Let me do something. Okay, much better. So if you're going to buy with PGC, just know that PGC is obtained when you load from a credit card, PayPal, debit card, whatever you name it. And whatever way you purchase stuff online, that's how you obtain a PGC code. So that code, if a person decides to refund the money that they paid, the exact money that they paid their PGC with, that's called a chargeback. It usually happens when someone makes an unauthorized purchase, you didn't make the purchase, and so they ask the provider to refund the money. And this can get you permanently banned on any game, really. Yes, a chargeback can get you permanently banned on any game, really. And what you have to do in order to get unbanned is that you have to pay that exact amount that they refunded back. So for example, if you bought something for like $10, right, but it was from someone else's credit card, and that person was like, I don't remember buying this thing for $10, so I'm going to go ahead and refund it, and that $10 you spent is on the game. So they can ask to refund that $10, and sometimes you can get it back, sometimes you can't. In that position, if it's unauthorized, they will, and yeah, you can get permanently banned for that. When you get permanently banned for that, then you make a ban appeal, or you go to the council support and they tell you, oh, so this person, we got an unauthorized purchase of $10, and because of this, we have to permanently ban you. But if you want your account back, you got to pay $10 just to get it back. So you have to find some way to pay $10. And after that, you're no longer permanently banned. They'll reinstate your account, or they'll unban your account, and you can play again. This is the risk of, this is the risk of buying PGC and selling PGC. So you usually want to buy PGC from, you usually want to buy shit from a trusted seller. A seller that you know won't do this or won't regret, loading up PGC. I'm basically letting you all know this because I've noticed that a lot of people are trying to like sell stuff for PGC prices, or buy stuff for PGC, or buying PGC, because currently, right now, the economy has a scarce, or aka limited amount of PGC sellers, because everyone else is either A, gone and quit for Ellsworth, who also uses PGC, B, people quit the game because they got bored of it or tired of repetitive process, aka the gearing and stuff, or C, they're broke, or whatever financial situation they're in, they can't load. So PGC sellers are scarce, and the people who do load, most of the times they're pulling for gotcha, using the PGC for themselves just in case if it's enhancing, fashion, whatever reason they have. And because of this, people are trying to encourage people to load PGC by selling stuff for PGC or stuff, or raising up the prices, especially when it comes to the time when a battle pass is about to show up during an event or something, or during a season or holiday, and we usually have a battle pass, so people try to encourage people to sell a 20 PGC so they can get up everything they want on the battle pass too. Same thing goes for Ellsworth, which is another game that uses Pixel game card. And because of this, people are trying to encourage people to sell PGC, or they're trying to encourage it to come out more. And because of this, the in-game currency known as credits, which is what we have credits, is starting to slowly lose value because people are starting to follow trend, because they also want there's a lot of people that want bits. It leans towards, in a way you could say, it leans towards the topic of supply and demand. So a lot of people want this supply, so they're demanding high. It's basically like how currently the FK receiver is. There's a lot of people who are demanding for the FK receiver, but the supply is low. So since the supply is low, the price is very high. There are set prices for it. For example, an air amp is 10 to 15 bill, a back amp is 8 to 10 bill, and a chase amp is 3 to 5 bill. But some people who try to take advantage of that, or just really want money from it, will try to sell higher from that. And it's your choice of whether or not you want to buy from that price. But I mostly try to recommend people not to buy from that price, but that's a topic for another day. Basically, supply and demand, right? Okay, let me put it this way. The demand is PGC. A lot of people want PGC. It's a very high demand, but we have a limited or low supply of PGC sellers. So because of that, the price is high. I'll give you another example. Wheel of Trinity 4 out of 4, which is one of the newest unique 4 out of 4s, or Solomon 4 out of 4. The demand is high. A lot of people want it because it looks cool or whatever, or because they want to use it for collection services, purchase, or they want to use it for collection purposes, aka the Wheel of Trinity or Wheel of Clownery 4 out of 4. As for Solomon, people actually like Solomon more because it looks cooler and it gives cooler effects, skill effects. So people have a high demand for it. But it's a low supply. Not many people can get the 4 out of 4 because of the pull rate for gacha. Gacha as in these 5 boxes that you see that you can get from gacha if you're lucky enough to pull them in order to make the 4 out of 4. If you can't really make the So because the supply is low, Wheel of Trinity 4 out of 4 have a very high price. Solomon, not so high as Wheel of Trinity, but high. Shining Star, because it doesn't really provide anything, and because of the effects, have the lowest price out of the 3 4 out of 4s, aka the 3 unique costumes. Another example would be Dark Command. Dark Command, aka Brilliance of Darkness, aka BOD. Everybody likes. I'm literally using the sit motion for Brilliance of Darkness or Dark Command. People want stuff like this because it's edgy and it looks cool, right? So there's usually a very high demand for Brilliance of Darkness or BOD. But the supply is very low because it's hard to pull this. So because the demand is high and the supply is low, it has a very high price. I know I hear it too, but I know I can think, but because there's a high demand for Dark Command or Brilliance of Darkness and there's a very low supply, the price for it is 1 bill, when the other ones like Nightfall, Zenith, Draconian, Cyber are from the ranging around for 200 mil to 400 mil. 400 mil if you're unlucky. But the price for Brilliance of Darkness or Dark Command is like 700 mil to 1 bill, because that one is the coolest one. It's the coolest looking one and everybody wants it. So high demand, low supply. I'm gonna give you an example of I'm gonna give you an example of a high supply and somewhat low demand. say, I'll give you an example. This rotation, I had over 1,000 pulls, right? The current rotation is Noble Serenade. I had over 1,000 pulls. I had a lot of supply. And there's a lot of people who wanted it. So, because I had a lot of supply, I had enough to get around for almost everyone. So I was able to sell my pieces at a very low price. This is an example. I do it anyways because I know the struggle of being a free to play player. So, yeah. Or let me put it this way. Cybernex 4x4. It only goes up to certain characters. It goes all the way up to Wolfgang. Luna, Soma, Bai, Seth, Chosu, Mirai, Yenha, Lucy, and Irie don't have cybernetics because it's discontinued. Not many people what is happening? Not many people have it because anyways, oh my god, stop. Not many people want it because the characters that's available for, yeah, so the price for it is extremely low, and in fact it's the lowest, if it makes sense. If it's a low supply and a high demand, if it's a high demand, low supply, expect high prices. If it's a low demand but a high supply, expect low prices. Or if it's somewhere in the middle, expect a reasonable price so it can get around to everyone, aka distribution, if you're following me. So the thing about the economy is you gotta know about economics, if it makes sense. But aside from all that talk, if you're going to buy PGC, just know the risk and be careful. If you know that they're trusted, then you're safe.